Well, folks, here we are again back for the weekly forecast after we had our break from the holidays. And during the holidays, we did exactly see some good precipitation across eastern Nebraska in the form of rain and a little bit of snow and ice. That moved through on Thursday. Then we had that upper air low kind of sit over our region and spin itself out. And as it spun itself out, we had several consecutive days of precipitation around the state in the form of snowfall. And then as the system finally started to lift toward the east on Monday, on the backside of that, we did get some decent to moderate snowfall across portions of northern Nebraska. So everybody got to share a little bit in the snowfall. And when we look at the temperatures, the 5 days in a row that we had for below normal temperatures across the state represented the longest stretch of below normal temperatures since the first part of October. So it's been a while since we've had these type of temperatures. And in fact, if it wouldn't have been that we were sitting with a cutoff over a low over top of us with the cloud cover, we probably wouldn't have been 1 or 2 days of below normal temperatures, with much of the Arctic air not coming down southward with these systems as it's been bottled up into Canada. And that's a trend that we would expect to see for the majority of this winter during an El Nino type system. Most of the cold air remains to our north, and we're dealing primarily with a Pacific Ocean type weather coming into our region, meaning very mild weather with the lack of significant Arctic air. Now, as we go through this next week, we expect to see some rather benign conditions, and a good stretch of dry weather appears to be in store. A couple systems will move through the state. It doesn't look like there's going to be much moisture with that. So let's take a look at the upper air models. The first system's moving through the plains today. Most of the activity is going to be to our south, with a little bit of on the backside of this low, a little bit of activity possible across the panhandle in central Nebraska, mainly in the form of light rain showers or snow flurries. But it really, in terms of the precipitation output from these systems, less than 1/10 of an inch is expected over this 24-hour period. Now, as we get into tomorrow, that system will pass to the east, and other systems coming from the west, moving rapidly toward the east in more of a zonal-like flow. So it's not going to have good moisture from the Gulf moving into the system, so it'll be a dry front as it passes. And that will come through the region as we get into Monday. As it passes through the state, might see a little bit in the terms of partly cloudy, but again, most of the energy with this system stays to the south of the state. As long as it doesn't lift northward, we won't have any problem. If it does lift northward, we could see a little bit of precipitation on Monday, but right now the models have been trending more toward the south with each consecutive run. As we get into Tuesday, we see another piece of energy trying to move through. There may be some flurries and snow activity in eastern portions of Wyoming, northern Colorado, and some of that might make it into the panhandle, but right now it is showing the system to be diving toward the southeast and Michigan state. As we get into Wednesday, you can see the system moving out toward the southeast. High pressure builds back in, and it looks to be fairly benign for the day on Thursday before the system comes in late in the day, starts to push through and generate the possibility of some light snow showers again on Friday before we turn our attention to a big storm system taking shape in the western United States. So let's take a look at the temperature forecast. We're looking at fairly benign conditions, just that outside chance of a little bit of scattered light rain or flurry activity on Saturday and again next Friday. 8 to 14 day forecast. It takes us from next Thursday to the following Tuesday, shows above normal temperatures. And in terms of precipitation, above normal across the United States, although this is way overdone as most of the systems now are being projected to go well south of the state.